I'm Rebecca Forstadt, and I've been a voice actor since 1981. And today I wanted to talk about why you don't have to depend on a casting director to work as an actor. Now, that kind of goes against what we are usually told, but the fact is that there is so much competition out there right now, and the industry has changed so much that there are actually more opportunities for actors to get in front of a camera and act. Like right now, I'm on YouTube, right? So I'm acting. And I just happened to have done my makeup today and had my hair done recently. So I thought, oh, I better get this video done before my hair turns gray. But anyway, throughout my career, I, was pretty busy working as a voice actor, doing a lot of anime, and I've also did commercials and background voices in movies and all kinds of stuff like that. But then life got in the way. In the last 20-something years, I lived with two guys who both passed away from cancer. So at one point, I was left as a single mom with two kids to take care of, and I live in LA, which is a very expensive place to live. So I always had to do other things in order to survive. So one of the things that I've done, and I've done lots of stuff. I sold makeup, I was promoting a networking organization. I've just done all kinds of different things just, for survival. But it's kind of confusing because people go, well, she's doing that right now. She must not be a voice actor anymore. And the fact is that sometimes that just happens because I got to a certain age where I realized everything that I had done in my life didn't add up to a whole lot. Because, you were working certain projects. Acting is such an on and off kind of thing that, you might be busy for a couple of months and then all of a sudden you're just kind of sitting on your ass and not doing anything. So one thing that I realized, and I wish I had known when I was younger, was that you need to start putting money away. You need to be putting it into paying for Social Security. So when I see actors doing all this non-union stuff and working 1099 stuff, I realize that a lot of them are using all the money to pay their rent and everything like that. And I know I did too. But the fact is that it doesn't add up too much when you get older. So you may find yourself with not a whole lot of money when you're at the age of when, some other people retire. I personally don't think that if you're an actor, I don't think you can retire. And I think unless you're really lucky and you work on a show like, say, The Simpsons, which is, run forever and ever and ever. But, even with a long-running show, one of these days it's going to get canceled and then you're kind of out there trying to network and everything. So anyway, I found some things that I do online that allow me to actually act and get paid at the same time. In about 2008, I discovered blogging and I started a couple of blogs. They weren't voiceover related, but I just found them to be really creative and everything. And for a while, I was doing what they call sponsored posts, where brands would contact me and they'd send me free stuff, and then I would write about them on my blog, and I still have that happen. Then everything kind of turned to Instagram and TikTok and whatever. But recently I found something that I've been doing that has been not only fun, but actually lucrative. I became an Amazon influencer, which means that I do these little product videos, like maybe 1 to 2 minutes long, and I demonstrate products, and a lot of them are things that I have in my house. I also get a lot of free stuff, and then I upload them to Amazon and they go on the product pages and I get paid commissions for it. And, it's funny because when I was blogging, I would put Amazon links in my blog posts and, usually I'd end up making about $10 a month or something like that. But with this, it's just been like amazing because I don't have to drive any traffic to the links that I put up. Amazon just sends people there, right? And if it's a product that people like and I end up getting onto the product page, then, I usually get commissions on them. So I went from like, say, making $10 a month to making somewhere around $500 a month. And then the more videos that you make, the more you can make in commission. So there's people out there that are making thousands of dollars a month doing this. And the reason that I brought this up is because some of the videos are just kind of awful, like there's people on there that don't really know how to speak and they don't have any timing and they're not all that interesting, like they're smacking their lips and they're coughing and doing all kinds of stuff in videos. And I know for me, if I see a video where somebody starts smacking their lips or just being really boring, I will turn it off. But as an actor, you kind of know that you can't do that. So I make sure that my videos are short but sweet and get right to the point. So I think that actors have an advantage doing that. And the thing is that in order to be able to do that, you do have to have a social media following. I was lucky because I had my blog and I had some social media profiles that were doing pretty well. But if you don't have a blog, that's okay because you can have a following on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. And as long as you have a certain amount of people, and it's not a lot, it's more like something like 2,000 people maybe, then you are able to qualify to become an Amazon influencer. What you have to do is you have to upload 3 videos doing a product demo, usually in a horizontal orientation. And then if they're accepted, you can start uploading a lot more. You don't want to upload any more than that because if one of your videos gets rejected, then all of them have to come off. But once you're accepted, and you can get rejected every once in a while, like say you said something medical, you can't do that, or you can't talk about prices, or there's certain restrictions on what you can say in the videos. But I have just found it to be so much fun, and I feel like I get the opportunity to not only act every single day on camera. I put myself on camera, which was scary at first because I was so used to doing voiceovers, right? Even though I had done some on-camera stuff a long time ago, it's just been such great practice. And I realized, oh my God, you sound really stupid. You sound like a Valley girl or whatever. And, I've been able to kind of fix that. I mean, I'm still me. I'm still goofy and whatever, but I think I'm a little bit more fun to watch than some of the other people. So I don't know. I just think that it's a great opportunity for actors who don't want to be waiters or drive Ubers or whatever, that actors do to get by before they become famous, which doesn't always happen. And, one thing I want to kind of emphasize is that you could become famous and the next day you're working as a valet for a limousine service. In fact, I actually saw that happen. I worked on a TV show a long time ago, actually as a wardrobe person. And the guy who was the leading man in that, he was the lead in the series, and that's what happened to him afterwards. He ended up working at the Bel-Air Hotel as a valet. So you just don't know. You could be famous one day and not the next. I found for me that I was working quite a bit in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and then all of a sudden this new technology came in where people could work from their homes, and all of a sudden zillions of people were doing voiceovers, and I was getting older and I'm a female, and females especially, there's not as many roles for females as there are for men. And I wasn't married to a famous voice actor who, could carry me along on conventions or whatever. And believe me, that's a thing. So I just found these things to do. But what I think is the most important is that I'm not just doing some job somewhere, I'm actually on screen. And I've had to learn how to edit things. I mean, I'm not brilliant at it or anything like that, but I've learned all this kind of technical stuff, and it's so much fun for me. And, if you want to know more about it, put a comment down below, and I'll try to give you as much information about it as I can. But in the meantime, don't worry about like getting casts and things. For me, I won't do pay to play stuff. I don't want to do non-union stuff. So it limits what I can do. And why not just have control over your life and make yourself these little mini commercials? Because, commercials used to be a big deal. It used to be like that was what you wanted to get into as an actor, because you could do one commercial and it was a national commercial. You could pay your mortgage, right? But now it's not so much. You see every commercial has some kind of celebrity in it, or that doesn't have a whole lot of people in it. So, I don't even think that you can get the big residuals like you used to be able to get. And same thing on streaming with residuals for, when you do other shows and stuff. So why not have control over what you do? I've become actually an influencer in the over 50 market, and I'm actually a bit older than that. And what's great is that there are a lot of people who are all ages that can become whatever they want online, whether it's Amazon influencer, whether it's as a YouTuber, a TikToker, an Instagrammer, or a whatever. So why not just see what you can do? I get free stuff almost every day. I get people sending me stuff to review constantly, and some of it is amazing. Like the other day I got like a $300 air fryer, or I got a really fancy little handbag, or lots of makeup and skincare products and things like that. So it's almost like Christmas every day for me, and I love it. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a comment. Click the like button, because I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel. It's kind of funny because if you've noticed on my YouTube channel, I do a lot of Los Angeles travel narrations. And the reason I'm doing that is because I had 3 YouTube channels and I accidentally deleted one of them. That was my LA travel channel. And so I just decided to put it on my voiceover channel because I was using my voice to narrate them. So it's a little confusing. You're usually supposed to stay in one niche or the other, but I kind of broke those rules. And anyway, any kind of like, comment, subscribe really helps me to build this channel up. I also have another channel that's completely unrelated that's doing pretty well. So if you can help me out that way, I would love it. And if you want more information about becoming a digital content creator influencer at any age, please let me know.